Just about everything we need to keep our lives in order is available through our phones and devices these days, right? And the convenience is certainly great, but too often we lose that personal touch. At Buckeye State Bank, the sense of community and service are front and center, along with the technology we're used to. So here to share more in this sponsored segment, we have co-founder Stanley Jackson. Good to have you on with us.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
You know, people might recognize you, I would say, the Buckeye Nation for sure, right? As a former QB, Rose Bowl champion, but for several years you've had kind of this passion for banking. So tell us about that. Tell us about Buckeye State Bank.
So we've been around for 8 years. We purchased the bank January 3rd of 2014, changed the name, and then began to grow the business here in the Columbus, Ohio market. So we are a community bank. We're a full service community bank, so that means any banking need you have, you can get with us. But the key to community banking is it has to do about the money multiplier, right? So everything we do stays within the community.
Yeah.
So when your deposits come in, we lend those deposits out in this community. So we help entrepreneurs, we help homeowners. If you want to buy a car, you do that through us, but all that money stays in the community. And really, when you think about community banks in general, I know we can recognize all the big banks and their names, but community banks are vital when it comes to small and medium-sized business owners and how we lend out money, how that allows them to grow their business, hire people in the community, and ultimately, you know, that is what drives the economy.
And I was alluding to earlier just kind of how that personal touch has been lost, right, in a lot of ways. So how do you kind of develop that? What is it about that makes you guys different?
Right. Well, banking has changed, right? We can remember the day where on a Friday you got your check, you went in, you waited behind the velvet rope.
Yeah, right, sure.
Waited to get to the teller line. Well, that all has changed. Now you have direct deposit. So most times you don't have to go into a bank. So we realize that, and we understand that banking is still a vital part of what we do every day. So we want our customers to feel valued. We want them to understand we know who they are and how important they are to our business. So we try to do that on a day-to-day basis. We try to serve them every day to make sure that their needs are met. And we want to hold ourselves accountable to that every day. And you know, when you think about banking, a lot of times, no one wants to deal with a bank until you have a problem or until you need a loan. So we realize how that is out there. And we want to make sure that we can help everyone through their day-to-day needs when it comes to banking.
And I'd imagine for those business owners, especially when you talk about the small businesses that are around your community, that trust is a big thing they look for in a bank, right?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, when they look to you, they probably see that they can have a kind of that tight-knit relationship.
Well, it works with me, right? I play football at the house. I play quarterback, so it's a recognizable name, so people tend to be a little excited when they find out I'm there. But I understand our role in the community, and everyone at our bank understands it. As a matter of fact, we're an ESOP-owned bank, so employee stock ownership plan, where our employees own 16% of the bank, so we're owners. So in everyday activity, we own the bank, and we make sure we do that when we're obviously interacting with our clients. And it's important. Everybody wants to feel special. Everybody wants to feel like, you know, they're the most important person around. And we try to do that in how we interact with our clients every day.
Yeah, and we saw kind of just looking at some pictures from things you guys have done, and you hold a lot of events, and you make sure that you're kind of out there so that maybe your face isn't the only one that they recognize, right?
Absolutely. We're a part of the community, right?
Yeah.
So we've got several office locations throughout Central Ohio. We're headquartered in Powell. We're right there, so all our employees work in this area. They live in the area. And so we like to do a lot of things in the community. We open up our branches. If you have any things that you want to do where you need space, we can do that within our branch. But at the same time, you know, our core competency is banking, and we want to be available to the communities that we're in to make sure that they have all the things they need from their bank.
And it doesn't look like the technology is lost on you either, though. You're still right up with everything they offer at the big banks.
Well, you have to, right?
Yeah.
Times are changing. The iPhone has changed everything about our lives, including banking. And so, yes, we're up to speed with all the apps that you need. You never have to step into the bank. If you get direct deposit, you can look at your phone and get everything you need from your bank account with Buckeye State Bank. So we have all the technology that you would want, but still the old school feel. If you come into a bank, we're going to know your name, and we're going to know the best way to service your needs.
All right, people get excited when they see you, and you might have a few connections, because we're also going to look at a big band visit that you recently had, and that's kind of one of the exciting things, right? You guys know how to have fun too, and bring that into the fold.
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes when you think about banking, it's a little boring, right? Just thinking about your money, but we want to involve the community in everything we do. So annually, we bring out the alumni band. They come out and play all the great songs that we remember that is going to be played in the Horseshoe. Now, the Saturday after wasn't so great this year, but
Sure.
our Buckeyes got
Let's
an
not talk
opportunity
about
to
that.
redeem themselves. All right?
Yeah, that's right. That's
so
right.
in a tough game against Georgia, but we try to do a lot of things in the community. We bring food trucks out. We have events at the zoo, and we try to bring things that will attract people to our locations so they can find out more about what we do. As an example, we have a Kasasa account right now that's paying 5% up to $15,000. Our Kasasa savings account will pay up to 3.5% up to $35,000. So in order to get people to hear that information, we have to do things to get them to the bank because of technology, folks aren't in banks like they used to be.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So if somebody wants to become a member, they want to learn more, let us know your website.
Yeah, it's this Join BSB.
Okay.
And you can find it very easily just at joinbsb.com.
Yeah.
Or you can stop by one of our branches. We're in Powell, and then we're in the Grandview, Upper Arlington area as well.
Okay, there you go. It's Buckeye State Bank. Thank you so much, Stan.
Thanks for having me.